Hey, it's me again. Okay, that was okay. Anyway, so for anyone who hasn't seen my community post, I asked you guys to give me some of your Danganronpa opinions, and I would see basically if I agree with them or not. So, okay, let's get into it. Sakura x Kenshiro is a good ship. Okay, honestly, it is a good ship, yes. I think it's canon. I don't really look much into, this type of things. I do mostly focus about the characters' pasts and everything in the game, but, these little details, I never really, cared about them much. But honestly, Sakura and Kenshiro have a good relationship, and they're really cute. DR3 is pretty mid. Okay. I have actually never watched DR3. Of course I've seen clips from time to time, but I never really watched it. The only anime from Danganronpa that I've actually watched was the Trigger Happy Havoc anime, and I kind of hated it, if I'm gonna be honest. I did not like it. Sure, the anime was way sadder than the game, but there are some things I just didn't like about it. But the point is, I did not watch DR3, so I don't really have a basic opinion about it. Saimota is a bit overrated. Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. You all know how much I ship Saimota, and honestly, I've not, in my whole experience of being in the Danganronpa fandom, it's almost been 2 years now, I have never seen anyone who ships Saimota until very recently. About 2-3 months ago, I actually found out that people do ship Saimota, because all I would see is just Sayoma and Saimatsu mostly, and some Amasai. But honestly, Saimota is very underrated in my opinion, and I'm not saying this because I am saying this because I really like the ship, but I'm also saying this because I have hardly seen any people ship them before. But now that I've seen more people ship them, I guess they can be considered a little bit overrated. Sayaka is overhated. I 100% agree with this statement. Half of the Danganronpa fandom literally says that Sayaka is a snake because she manipulated Makoto and tried to frame him for murder until, Leon did the 360 flip on her. But anyway, Sayaka, to the people who say that Sayaka is a snake and she deserved to die or just anything like that. Have you guys seen what Kyoko said to Makoto at the end of the game? During the end, at the trial when Kyoko asked Makoto to talk to him to the side, she told him that Sayaka was very hesitant while she was trying to kill Leon. Basically, she told him that, Sayaka wrote Leon's name on the vest, that, she was thinking about you, what would happen to Makoto if, I die, what would happen if I died, or what would happen if I actually do succeed in killing Leon, what would happen to Makoto. So she decided to write your name on the back, to write his name so that nothing happens to Makoto or everyone else. But other than Sayaka is very overhated, and to me she's very underrated. Okay, I don't really like the fact that she tried to kill I understand her reasoning, okay, we all do. I would have done the same if I saw my best friends getting brutally murdered. If I saw my friends getting murdered, of course I would kill someone just to escape to see if they were alright. But still, I feel like Leon and Sayaka were both in the blame. Thikakuya is underrated. Yes, the imposter is very underrated, honestly. I personally do not like him that much, but he is very underrated, and he should have lived more, honestly. And as I said in my opinions on Danganronpa 2 characters, the imposter shows, since he is he's wearing as Byakuya, he kind of shows the good sides of Byakuya, showing Byakuya being a good leader, not him being the arrogant asshole that he is. So yeah, I feel like the imposter is underrated. Sayaka deserved to live. I just spoke about this a minute ago. I will not be repeating my opinion, but yes, she did deserve to live 100%. Chihiro and Gonta are a little bit overrated. Okay, I do agree with this. I love them both a lot. Gonta a little bit more, I love you, Chihiro, still, but yes, they are a little bit overrated. Mostly Chihiro, okay? Like, I always mostly hear, like, when there's, like, a video of Chihiro in the video, like, everyone just basically talks about Chihiro alone. And, I always just hear a lot of people talking about Chihiro, and there are a lot of people when, like, saying their favorite characters from, let's say, Trigger Happy Havoc. Most of the time, it's Chihiro, okay? And for Gonta, it's the same thing. Gonta deserves no hate at all, but he is very, like, talked a lot about. Okay, but again, this is like my own opinion. Chapter 3, female antagonist versus the male antagonist. Okay, honestly, yes, all of the female antagonists such as Mikan, Hiyoko, Angie, Celestia, etc., they are some good antagonists, I'm gonna be honest, but the main antagonists take the cake for me. Kokichi, Byakuya, and Nagito were amazing, okay? But I still really love the female antagonists. Sayoma isn't the worst Danganronpa ship, it's the worst ship ever. No offense to Sayoma shippers, just my opinion. Okay, now hear me out. As you know, like, mostly my old fans know this, but like from my fans that have been watching my channel for about when I first started, I do dislike Sayoma a lot. I see them more as platonic. But anyway, it is, in my opinion, it is not the worst ship. Like, in my opinion, the worst ships ever are just anyone shipped with Haiji or Junko, okay? Like, other than that, Sayoma is, I guess, but I just don't. I feel like plus they would have a lot of trust issues, as you know, that Kokichi lies a lot, and I don't feel like that would work really well in a relationship with him and Shuichi. Kaede Akamatsu is the best protagonist. She is an amazing protagonist. I don't have any hate for any of the protagonists. They all are unique in their own way, but Shuichi is way better. I'm sorry, okay? It's my own opinion, but Kaede is an amazing protagonist. So are Makoto, Hajime, and Komaru, okay? They're all amazing protagonists. Platonic Naegiri is better than romantic Naegiri. Yes, in my opinion. I know that Naegiri is canon, but I just do not see them together, like, at all. I see them more as, like, partners in crime, okay? Like, I love the idea of platonic Naegiri, but, like, shipping them romantically, I've just never, like, in my 2 years of being in the Danganronpa fandom, I have never, ever shipped them together. First, I did ship Naegami. I still kind of do, but I'm more leaning towards Naizono. But yeah, okay, like, I don't see Naegiri ever happening, in my opinion. Naizono is the best Trigger Happy Havoc ship, Hinanami is the best Goodbye Despair ship, and Saimatsu is the best Killing Harmony ship. Okay. Now, Naizono is the best Trigger Happy Havoc ship, Hinanami is the best Goodbye Despair ship, and Saimatsu is the best Killing Harmony ship. Okay, now, I really hope that ship wars do not happen in my comment section, because I don't want to read that. I'm sorry, but anyway, you all know I really do ship Naizono, but it is not my favorite Trigger Happy Havoc ship overall. It's my favorite straight ship in all of Danganronpa. I think in my Friday Night Funk and Danganronpa outfit battle, whatever, like, I did already state that. But, I do ship them, but they're not my favorite Trigger Happy Havoc ship. My favorite Trigger Happy Havoc ship, though, is Ishimondo. I think this is already pretty obvious to all of you. About Hinanami, okay. I do ship Hinanami. They're very cute together. But, again, it is not my favorite Goodbye Despair ship overall. My favorite Goodbye Despair ship is actually Band-Aid, okay? And Sondam. Sondam is the ship between Sonia and Gundham, for anyone who didn't know. And Band-Aid is the ship between Mikan and Ibuki. Okay, now for Killing Harmony, to all the Saimatsu shippers, I do ship Saimatsu, but not as much as, like, Saimota, okay? I see them kind of like the Naegiri situation, but I can see Saimatsu working, okay? I can see Shuichi and Kaede working out very well, and it is canon, I think, that Shuichi did have a crush on Kaede, and then he had a crush on Kaito when Kaede died, but, I don't know if it's canon or not. But the point is, all three of these ships are amazing, and I love them, but they're not my favorite. Korekyo is one of the most interesting / best characters to me. Okay. I do like, I mean, I dislike Korekio, like the canon one. Fan game Korekio usually is very amazing, and wholesome. But, I mean, yes, I will agree that Korekio, like the canon one, is an amazing character, but I do feel really bad, and he did not deserve what happened to him, like his backstory with his sister. And it really pisses me off that mostly the entire fandom just sees Korekio as like the guy who is in love with his sister and just completely dismiss his past, which annoys me. Kaede is a great protagonist with great ambitions. Okay, I will not be repeating my opinion about the protagonist, but yes, she is an amazing protagonist, as I said before. Kaito is better than Kokichi. Yes, I'm sorry to all the Kokichi fans, including myself, and I really do like Kokichi, but Kaito is just a way better character, okay? I mean, sure, he might be a little stupid, but I mean, he genuinely, like, I was at a low point in my life when I was first playing V3, but just his amazing and overall happy personality and confident personality, it made me happy, and I wasn't in that low point in my life anymore, and I just really like Kaito more than Kokichi. Plus, his relationship with Maki, and Shuichi mostly. It was really cute, and also the fact that he's willing to, he's willing to do anything for his friends, even for like Gonta, for example, in chapter 4. I mean, I was kind of pissed off at him, but yes, like English Kaito is amazing, not Japanese Kaito. And for anyone who doesn't know what Japanese Kaito did, he is basically very racist. I think he's racist, but I know that he is very homophobic. Maki's arc with Kaito kind of felt, still love her though. Okay, yes, you don't know how much I agree with this statement. So, for everyone who is in the Danganronpa fandom knows that Maki has a crush on Kaito. But, I mean, I'm sorry to all of you Haru Kaito fans, but I feel like just Haru Kaito was very forced. Okay, hear me out. I feel like Kodaka, I mean, we all know that Naegiri is canon, but I feel like Kodaka just wanted to I need to create a ship, like, okay, other than Naegiri, because that's literally the only canon ship I've created. Okay, let's just say, okay, Maki has feelings for Kaito, boom. I felt like it was so forced. Plus, to anyone saying, I know that many people, I'm not saying everyone is like this, but some people do say like, oh no, Haru Kaito is canon. No, it's not, because even though Maki did confess to Kaito never returned her feelings, okay? Nagito was the great antagonist and my favorite antag of the 3 games. Yes, okay? Nagito had such an amazing arc, and just as him being an antagonist overall was amazing. I mean, again, I really do like the other minor antagonists, such as Celeste, Mikan, etc. And I also really do like Byakuya and Kokichi. But just Nagito had just this era about him, like aura, whatever you say, like whatever you call it. He is such an interesting character. Just when he just did a 360 flip in the first class trial, holy shit, I was amazed. No hate for this one, but the worst ship to me is Kibo x Miu. Okay, hear me out. Any ship with Miu also, I just don't, because I don't think this is canon. I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to look into it, but there are a lot of people saying that Miu sexually assaulted Kibo when Shuichi, in chapter 3, when Shuichi was walking past Miu's lab, and then he hears things, and then he opens the door and then just sees Miu on top of Kibo. And a lot of people said that after Shuichi left, that she sexually assaulted him, and she did it so as well in Shuichi's free time events. Not free time events, oh my god, his Love Suite event. Now, as I said before, with the Sayoma thing, any ship with Haiji or Junko is the worst, okay? Just don't. Stay away from me if you ship anyone with them. With Miu, I mean, if it's true that she did sexually assault anyone, then no. Just no. Do not ship her with anyone. But if it's not true, I'm still going to look into it, then, I guess. But Kibo x Miu, just no. I just see them as friends. Shuichi is the best protag. Yes, I 100% agree with that. Now I will not be repeating for the third time. I will not be repeating my my opinion on the protagonists, as I've said before, that all 5 of them are amazing and they're all unique in their own way. But just Shuichi has a special place in my heart. My literal channel is just revolves like about him. Okay, I love him so much. But yes, like he's an amazing protagonist. He's the best protagonist in my opinion. I think not a lot of people agree with this, but Nagizu ship. What? sorry, cut. Nagizu, I think that's the ship, is my favorite one. I swear to God, I'm so sorry, person, but I have no idea what that ship is, okay? I'm sorry. If this is like an Ultra Despair Girls ship, or if it's a ship that has to be like with one of the animes, I have no idea what it is. I'm so sorry. I really feel like Makoto was a good protagonist, and I don't understand why people don't like him. Okay. I have seen... Okay, this is like the 4th comment that I get about the protagonist. I will not be repeating it at all, but Makoto is a great protagonist. I actually really enjoyed Ultra Despair Girls, and I think it's something in the franchise that you definitely shouldn't just skip. Okay, now, hate me everyone, but like, I have not played Ultra Despair Girls. I just know the context of the game, like what the game is about, but since it hasn't dropped on iOS yet, and I cannot buy it, and I don't think it's gonna drop on iOS, so I have no way of playing the game. I am really sorry, everyone, but yeah, I mean, I don't know much about the game, and if anyone's willing to explain it to me, I'll be happy to listen. I feel like Shuichi and Gonta are a bit overrated. This is kind of like the same opinion of Chihiro and Gonta for me. I mean, I have seen many people talk about Shuichi. I mean, who wouldn't? And Gonta, but I mean, yeah, I kind of get the idea. They're both kind of like a little bit overrated. Okay, Makoto and Hajime are better than Kaede and Shuichi. Oh my god, if I got one more comment about the protagonist, I swear. Okay, anyway, no, I mean, yes and no. I mean, I love all 5 of them equally. Like Komaru, Hajime, Makoto, Shuichi, and Kaede are all good protagonists. I cannot pick, okay? Except like Shuichi is more than all 4 of them, but I can't pick. Natsumi deserved to live longer. Yes. Oh god, yes. I mean, I don't know much about Natsumi since, as I've said, I did not watch the animes. It was one I don't have time to. I'm not that interested compared to the main 3 games. But I mean, based on Danganronpa 2, like Fuyuhiko and Natsumi's relationship, based on what I've seen in the game, it's very cute, and I feel very bad for, Hifumi is weird. I disagree, okay? I mean, okay, if you've seen his free time events, you know that he would always, like, for example, yell at girls when they would, like, give him a compliment because he was scared of rejection, and, like, he wasn't used to getting compliments at all. And he also told Makoto something that when people call him like a geek or weird, he would take them as a compliment because geeks are the smartest, or from what I remember. It's been a long time since I've last seen his free time events. But honestly, Hifumi is just a person who really loves 2D. I mean, that's normal in my opinion. I understand, I guess, but it really pisses me off, the fact that people just hate Hifumi or think that he's weird for either people think he's weird because of his personality, and people hate him because he killed Taka. But literally just dismiss the fact that Celestia manipulated him to kill Ishimaru because Celestia is their favorite character, for example. Okay? Thus, in my opinion, I don't think Hifumi is weird. I actually like the V3 ending. It's my favorite ending. I mean, honestly, I didn't really like any of the endings, to be honest. Especially Danganronpa 2, because literally most of my favorite characters just died. Same thing with V3. Trigger Happy Havoc, I mean, of course, there were 3 out of my 4 favorite characters died. But the endings were fine, I guess. Just kind of, but the thing about, with Kibo, for example, the fact that, everyone, the audience was watching the killing game from his eyes, I felt like that was so random with also the fact that Tsumugi is the mastermind, that was also kind of random. Like, they just felt like, oh, let's switch it up. Let's not always make it Junko. So let's just, boom, let's put Tsumugi as the kill, like, as the mastermind. But I mean, the ending was fine. Like, it was decent. I'd have it's neutral. Angie is a good character. She is, okay? She is a good character. I mean, I didn't really here's my opinion, I guess. First, I was neutral about her. Like, Angie was cool, okay? In chapter 2, she was a little bit annoying, so in chapter 3, but still, like, she's a good character, and I feel like she's underrated, okay? I don't really like Kyoko or Chiaki as much as other people, especially Kyoko. She's okay, but not overly amazing. Yes, okay. Now, I really do love Chiaki and Kyoko. They're both some of my favorite characters, but I also don't really get, like, I get the hype. They're both amazing characters, and I guess Kyoko and Chiaki because we don't know much about them, so they're, like, kind of like a mystery, kind of like Rantaro, which makes them interesting. But honestly, I like them, but also I feel neutral with Kyoko, and I really like Chiaki, but again, she's not one of my top 10 favorites. Cross-game ships can actually be nice if they are in the same game, non-Despero, etc., so it's not adult X minor ship. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, a great example, for example, is Tenko x Mikan. I've seen a lot of people ship them, and I feel like that ship could work, honestly. And another ship that's, like, very not known of, but I honestly ship it, and I feel like it would work out really well, is with Ibuki and Ryoma. I feel like they would both be amazing together, and I don't know, I feel like Ibuki, like, as I had canon, that Ibuki would, like, help Ryoma out with his depression and whatever, and she would also teach him how to play the guitar. Also, yes, like, if they are in the same game, like, also with, like, Mikan and Ibuki, I don't really like dismissing chapter 3, like, the non-Despero, they are so adorable together, just dismissing chapter 3. Sayoma is overrated. I'm sorry to all Sayoma shippers, but this is the cold hard truth. I always hear about Sayoma wherever I go. For example, like, I want to go onto YouTube and I want to watch something, and I'm like, okay, how about I go watch, let's say, Amasai videos, okay? I go to search it up, like, let's say Shuichi ships or V3, and the first, like, few thousand videos that I get are all Sayoma related. Please. Okay, I respect everyone who ships them, just please talk about another ship for once, because most of the people, like, mostly IRL that I know, just talk about Sayoma, and I cannot, bro. And I've also made a video before of, like, when I meet people online, like, let's say on Roblox or on Discord or anything, they always, like, the first thing they ask me is, who do you ship? And when I start explaining, they're like, do you ship Sayoma? And then I get really pissed off. I hate all of the pre-game stereotypes. Yes, I mean, especially Shuichi's stereotype. I do not believe that Shuichi would be a yandere. Like, for Kokichi, for Kaede, for anyone. I just don't see that. I can't see Shuichi being a yandere for literally anyone. Okay, sure, like, I guess the stereotype of him liking Danganronpa is cool, but, like, I just don't see the yandere point. And Kokichi being soft, absolutely not. And let's say, Muse, just, like, for example, first she's so nice in the pregame, and, like, she just becomes this annoying bitch. No, like, I'm sorry, but I just don't like the stereotypes at all. Okay, that's enough opinions for today. I will make a part 2 tomorrow, or if I have some time, I'll continue on today. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, have a good day, and I'm sorry that this video is so long. What the fuck?